Welcome back. You're watching NewsX and I'm Megha Sharma. Now, as the island nation of Sri Lanka has delved into the throes of a severe civil strife with several of the cabinet ministers' homes being set on fire, the Prime Minister of the country, Mahinda Rajapaksa's official residence in the city of Kurunegala in the northern western province was set on fire. This hours after the leader tendered his resignation to the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. During the protest, there were shocking visuals that have emerged from Lanka of angry protesters and arson at multiple locations. In the aftermath of the riots, the Sri Lankan ruling party MP also died, and there were over 140 protesters that were injured. There are 5 others that have also been killed, including a member of the parliament of the Sri Lankan government. Let's quickly open up this discussion. It's a disturbing situation. The Sri Lankan island nation at this point of time on the verge of a civil war. Joining me on the broadcast, Harini Amarasuriya. She is the NPP member of the parliament from the opposition. She's joining me live on the broadcast right from Colombo. Harini, what exactly is happening on the ground? There are killings that are happening, there are injuries that are being at this point of time reported, there's rioting, there's protesting. In fact, there is the member of the opposition, the leader of the opposition of the Sri Lankan parliament that has been heckled, and the heckling has also happened against Mahinda Rajapaksa. Is this the anvil of a civil unrest situation repeating in Sri Lanka?
No, I think it's important to get a bit of context to what happened yesterday. As you know, there have been protests against the economic crisis that has been enveloping the country for so long, and the peaceful protests, largely peaceful protests, were going on for about a month, demanding the resignation of the president and the prime minister because of their mishandling of this economic crisis. This was a very peaceful protest that was going on, and what happened yesterday was that the Prime Minister, Mahinda Rajapaksa, summoned his supporters to his official residence in Colombo and incited them to attack the peaceful protesters. This is what set off what happened yesterday when Mahinda Rajapaksa's strongmen and his thugs basically attacked peaceful protesters both outside his home and at the Golf Face Green, where they have been basically protesting for over a month. So the violence was provoked by the Prime Minister, and that was what led to the events that followed, because the police also did very little to control the government thugs. They set fire to the makeshift tents and the structures that were in place in the protest site, and this provoked a huge reaction from people all over the country, who then started attacking the government thugs, and quickly this spread to the districts where people started gathering around government MPs' homes.
Okay.
And attacking those homes.
Okay. Harini, there is a second emergency in the last few weeks that has been imposed first in Colombo. It has stretched to the entire island nation of Sri Lanka. It is not just Mahinda Rajapaksa who was the Prime Minister up until I think 24 hours ago. He was heckled. Not just him, there was the leader of the opposition who was on the ground meeting the protesters in the heart of Colombo, that was heckled as well. It seems as if the public does not have any trust within the opposition or the government in being able to find a clear-cut resolution to the problem. It's not the opposition parties, the politicians or the government that are actually facing the crisis. It is the people on the ground who do not have fuel, who do not have food, who do not have any essential commodities. Clearly, the hatred, the anger, the agitation, the frustration is visible on the ground.
No, very clearly, because people are angry because they are unable to get their basic essentials. The cost of living has become unbearable. People have to line up for essentials, for basic stuff like cooking gas, fuel, medication, milk powder. So people are angry, and that's completely justifiable. The attack, the heckling on the leader of the opposition was also unfortunate. It happened at the same time, but my party, which is also in the opposition, as well as the leader of our party, were also on the ground, and I must say we were not heckled. The leader of the opposition was heckled because also he approached the protest site from the same side as the government thugs were also entering the site. So there was a lot of confusion on that side of the protest site. So it's hard to say what really happened. But
Okay.
You're right. There is a general sense of anger against all politicians and political parties because people are expecting them to resolve the situation, and they're getting impatient that it's not being dealt with.
And justifiably so. It has gone on for a couple of months and more. There have been protests that had largely been peaceful for 32 days. What happened that instigated the crowd, the protesters?
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.